Okay, mankind. Listen up, science. I'm going to propose a faster than light um, warp drive system. With my dog Louie. So I brought him for a ride over here. I've been trying to figure out this warp drive the better part of today, and I'm going to show you something. And this is how I come up with some of my information. I just designed it at home. It took me a matter of minutes to figure it out at home. Basically, a spaceship with 11 nuclear fusion reactors. It can ride the electricity of the hydrogen atoms in the universe. Those hydrogen atoms, they're small, but they're also large. They're bigger than the universe itself. The atom is the biggest of all, called the subatomic particles. It's not the smallest. So when you understand that, and then you need to think of imagine trying to determine how much electricity the Earth produces through the magnetosphere. We need to figure out how much electricity the hydrogen molecule produces from the Earth proton and the fire electron. We need to know how much energy that hydrogen molecule is producing. So it's producing a lot because it's the biggest particle, but we don't know how much it is. If you can figure out how much electricity that hydrogen produces, we could model the nuclear fusion reactors to mimic that electricity, and we could ride a wave of electricity and magnetism between the hydrogen atoms. Basically, we'd use all the hydrogen in the universe as our highway, and we could go anywhere in the universe we wanted, just like Star Trek or Star Wars, in 8 minutes. We could get anywhere in the universe in 8 minutes. And because the spaceship that I've designed is it's basically a superconducting magnet. It wouldn't hit any planets. It would bounce from planet to planet because the planet is like a big magnet, or it repels. In other words, so it would bounce from planet to planet to planet. So you could fly through a galaxy bouncing from planet to planet to planet without worrying about smashing into the planet because it's a superconducting magnet. So I've designed that, and I'm going to show you guys what that looks like in my next video. So I've designed 2 spaceships, one with this technology, warp drive technology, and one with not warp drive technology. I just designed this morning, and I believe this is what we're going to use to go attack the evil people in the Milky Way. If they don't give me what I want on my mom's birthday, which is UFOs here at 7. If they don't come here at 7 with my UFOs, then I've asked the OPP Chatsworth to release a video worldwide to prove I'm the creator. If they don't do that at 8, then I've asked my hacker, who I call her Virginia, to release the video worldwide that they've been recording here through my phone. If that doesn't happen at 8, well, then I'm asking my people to come here at 10 to celebrate my mom's birthday. And they're going to bring these new UFOs that I'm going to show you here in a moment. I thought maybe you'd like to come here and watch this video on my Facebook to understand how I can put clues together. I just came down here. So what I'm about to show you is after the fact. When I go back to the house, what I'm going to show you over there, the design specs, that came first. And this came after. So, this is my verification that the technology is real. So, what you're going to see is a spaceship with 11 nuclear fusion reactors. So this is a 9. That apple's 10. And that apple's 11. It's 11 nuclear fusion reactors. This represents a hydrogen molecule. This is the Earth proton in that hydrogen molecule. That's my proton. This is the electron. This is mother's electron. It's a fire. So this would be orange or fire, and this would be green. So a hydrogen atom is 1 green Earth proton and 1 orange fire electron. That's what you're looking at there. So I proposed the theory that the warp drive with 11 reactors, it can ride this electromagnetism here, right here, because there's magnetism here, electricity here. The spaceship, because of those 11 reactors, has a lot of electromagnetism. So basically, you think of the universe as being electrical at the quantum subatomic level because of these the hydrogen molecules, the electricity of that thing spinning around it, creating electromagnetism. The entire universe is one big electrical freeway. In other words, science. So this stick here, it represents Star Trek. When you look at Star Trek, they have those warp drive engines on the back like that. That represents 11. When you look at the Enterprise, it has those things on there. So when you look at that, I want you to think of the number 11, right? Which is that apple, 1. That apple, 2. Added to this number 9 to give us 11 nuclear fusion reactors. So that stick is a representation of a literal spaceship like Star Trek. Now, when you put this through what it means is that spaceship can ride through the electromagnetism of the universe using electricity, like that. So think of this as being the atoms of that's the hydrogen. So that's the Earth proton. This is the fire electron. So the spaceship can ride that electromagnetism between them like that. That's what I said at home. So that's the spaceship design. Basically, you have to create 11 nuclear fusion reactors to generate probably, I don't know, 13.8 gigawatts of electricity maybe. I get that from, or gigawatts. 13.8 gigawatts. I get that from, Back to the Future. How am I going to generate? I think it was 13.8 gigawatts, he says. The only thing that produces that kind of power is a lightning bolt. 13.8 gigawatts. He's like going crazy because he can't produce that kind of electricity. So obviously, if it's electricity like lightning, this here is equivalent to lightning, like the lightning we produce here. So if you can figure out the voltage of that, you can figure out what the voltage is here between that Earth proton and fire electron. The voltage between here would be the equivalent of a lightning bolt, but quantum in scale. You can't literally, like, you can't put a voltage meter on an electron because it's too damn small. But what I'm telling you is this electricity here in that hydrogen atom is equivalent to a lightning bolt. When you watch that on Back to the Future, when Doc Brown goes 13.8 gigawatts, he gets all crazy because he can't produce that type of electricity. He says the only thing that can produce that is a lightning bolt. So that's how they travel through time, using a lightning bolt. Basically what I'm telling you, science, is these atoms, they may be quantum subatomic, but this electricity here is equivalent to a lightning bolt. And if you can mirror that lightning bolt with a nuclear fusion reactor, creating 11 nuclear fusion reactors, you can ride that electricity. You can ride the electromagnetic energy between the hydrogen atoms. Basically, the universe is one big open sandbox because it's all one big electrical field generating this 13.6 gigawatts, or the power of a lightning bolt. So our spaceships, that's what we got coming here. And the bad guys don't think that that's possible. They just can't comprehend it. When you watch this, science, I want you to do a diagram and explain it to mankind, because I can see it, and I only have a grade 11 education. The question is, do these evil guys see it? Are they willing to gamble, and say that the technology doesn't exist? They think I don't have that technology. They don't think it's possible. I know it's possible. So work on it, science. It's a matter of, how I put this. Forever. When you guys watch this video, I ask that you do this again, because anybody who does this is not coming with me to paradise. You won't be able to fly like humans can in this new warp drive technology that I'm about to present to you. That's how you produce a warp drive engine, mankind. But it helps if you know a little thing or two about atoms, right? It sure as heck would help knowing that we live in a quantum subatomic universe. So work on it, science. And the rest of you guys, don't say anything or you won't be joining me in paradise. It's that simple, man.